Now, this weekend, Hillary Clinton clarified her stance on the issue of single-payer health care. Or did she?
Health emergencies can't wait for us to have some theoretical debate about some better idea that will never, ever come to pass.
All right, so never ever come to pass. Now, this was from a town hall event over the weekend, so let me give you some context here. Now, she said, I want you to understand why I'm fighting so hard for the Affordable Care Act. I don't want it repealed. I don't want us to be thrown back into a terrible, terrible national debate. I don't want us to end up in a gridlock. People can't wait. And then, of course, it goes in the quote where the theoretical debate and how single payer taking a shot at Bernie Sanders will obviously never ever come to pass. Well, I mean, there you go. I guess that's it. You elect Hillary Clinton, then it's time to throw your hands up and give up on single payer. I mean, it's not like we're already not used to that when President Barack Obama also gave up single payer. But hey, I guess it'll never happen, right? If you elect Hillary Clinton. Now look, I'm not saying that if we were to elect Bernie Sanders, we would actually get it day one. That's not what I'm saying. We might not even get it during a President Sanders presidency, right? However, what we will get is someone who will actually try to fight for it instead of giving up the fight before the fight even begins. Now, Clinton also went on about how difficult it is to stand up to the existing health insurance industry. She said, as someone who has a little bit of experience standing up to the health insurance industry that spent, many, many millions of dollars attacking me and probably will do so again, I think it's important to point out that there are a lot of reasons we have the healthcare system we have today. She said, I know how much money influences the political decision making. However, we started a system that had private health insurance. Now, Hillary Clinton, of course, would know about this, right? Because at one point, she actually did stand up against the health insurance industry. At one point, she did advocate single payer. According to the notes of a former Clinton confidant, Diane Blair, Hillary Clinton told her husband during a dinner in February in 1993 that managed competition, a private health insurance market, was, quote, a crock. Single payer is necessary. Maybe add it to Medicare. Well, that sounds a lot like what Bernie Sanders was advocating for. Adding it to Medicare. Now, of course, that didn't go well. And in 1994, or was it 1993, she put forward a plan that actually didn't have a single payer option. However, after that, she said this, quote, if for whatever reason the Congress doesn't pass healthcare reform, I believe, and I may be too totally off base on this, but I believe that by the year 2000, we will have a single payer system. I don't even think it's a close call politically. I think the momentum for single payer system will sweep the country. It will be such a huge popular issue that even if it's not successful the first time, it will eventually be. Interesting. So that was Hillary Clinton in 1993, talking about how a single payer system will eventually, by the year 2000, if it's not here by the year 2000, then it's going to sweep the country. Well, guess what? You were right. It is sweeping the country right now. You were just wrong about the time. And now, if anybody can remember this clip back in 2008, let's put it in context, right? So you saw what Hillary Clinton is saying about single payer today. But what was she saying about it in 2008, especially when it comes to Democrats attacking each other, as she's been attacking Bernie Sanders over his Medicare-for-all plan? Let's take a look at that.
Well, I am here to say that it is not only wrong, but it is undermining core democratic principles. Since when do Democrats attack one another on universal health care? I thought we were trying to realize Harry Truman's dream. I thought this campaign finally gave us an opportunity to put together a coalition to achieve universal health care.
So what happened? What happened? That was 2008. That was 2008. And then once again, the quotes from 1994. What happened? Well, it's pretty simple what happened. She gave up because essentially the health insurance companies, according to her, were just too powerful to fight. So instead of fighting them, well, she decided to join them. If you can't beat them, join them, right? In fact, according to data compiled by the Nonpartisan Center for Responsive Politics, Hillary Clinton received $13.2 million from sources in the health sector. Now, that actually includes $11.2 million from the sector when Clinton was a senator and about $2 million from the health industry sources during this campaign. Now, she also made paid speeches to the health insurance industry or the health industry as far as up to 2015. Now, of course, that ended because she was gearing up for her presidential campaign. But that didn't stop Bill Clinton. According to The Intercept, he was just recently the keynote speaker at America's Health Insurance Plans, the industry group that poured almost $100 million into trying to defeat sections of the Affordable Care Act. The same Affordable Care Act that she now says, I want to preserve. I want to keep it. I want to keep it. I want to make improvements. She doesn't say what they are. I want to make improvements, but we want to keep the Affordable Care Act because people can't wait, goddammit. People can't wait. Look, there's a reason why people don't trust Hillary Clinton. This is why. There's a reason that she gave up the fight for single payer. There's a reason that we cannot do something that every industrialized nation has done, and that is provide health care to all of our citizens regardless of income. There's a reason for that. For one, it's money in politics, and it's politicians who are paid to continue the status quo. And it's also politicians who are afraid of actually doing things that change the status quo. It's stuff like this that shows us why we need a political revolution in this country. Because the millions of people that are actually not covered by the Affordable Care Act, but should be, well, they also can't wait.